Okay. All right, we're live. Well, hey, hello, chat. I'm AJ. AJ on the Rough's my name because I'm in the rough a lot. I'm a hacker golfer, and starting out. I just started another YouTube channel. I have about 56 subscribers, so thank you to everyone that's subscribing. And I see a lot of beginner golfers, and that's who I want to connect with. I don't want to connect with professionals because I'm not at that caliber. I never started young, but I want to get to know Al, find out his journey about golf and where he would like to go in the future. So, Al, if you don't mind, introduce yourself, and the floor is all yours.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate you inviting me onto your channel here and talking about golf. And it's nice to be able to have an actual conversation about this because while you're out there playing, normally this isn't what you're discussing. You're more so talking about your game or a specific video topic, but here we can kind of, you understand some of my struggles, and this is the first time I'm getting to vent with somebody else about it, so it's kind of nice. So yeah, I mean, I've just recently started the channel. I've been doing it a few months now. It's been kind of bouncing around in my head to do it for about a year since I kind of picked up the game. I did used to golf when I was younger with my dad when I was a teenager, but kind of got into other things in high school, fell away from the game for a bit. Golf isn't the coolest thing when you are, or at least it wasn't for me in high school or middle school. So, but I think as of late, I've really wanted to kind of pick the game back up as a way to get like really good exercise, a way to kind of, just kind of get back out there.
Yeah, I hear it. So how old were you when you started playing? You said you were young.
I think, I think my dad got me in the range when I was maybe 7 or 8.
Kind of a delay.
With some starter clubs. And then he kind of worked me up to my first like bigger set or adult size set when I was 13, 14. And then around then is kind of when I fell away, but I did play for a few years, and that was a lot of fun. So I did kind of gain some kind of familiarity with the game. Picking it up, I could see picking the game up much later how difficult it could be. I've tried to drag some of my friends out to the driving range and have them come play with me now, and I do have that kind of an advantage of having kind of my dad show me how to swing the club in a general sense, at least. It seems like it comes and goes still, but that's, I guess that's part of the fun of it now. So I played for a few years, but just recently, over the past 2 years or so, I've been trying to get a lot more back into it. I'm hoping that with the channel, I think similar to you, I'm hoping I can kind of bring my scores down or, improve my game.
Yeah. But I think it's cool though. I mean, I believe like there's a timing for everything. It's crazy how I don't know. I didn't really like research. Remember 100 subscribers, or do you have more than that right now? I can't remember your exact count.
Oh no, I think I've got about 10 subscribers, something like that. It's kind of it's not a lot.
But I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a stupid delay, but we'll make this work because, like I said, I'm glad to meet you and stuff. But my question was, how many subscribers do you have? Do you have like 100 and something? I can't remember.
I'm right now. I'm at up to a 27 very loyal subscribers.
Okay, okay. I
But
mean,
you know, the
it's funny. You would think like me and you being beginners and stuff that I don't know amateurs or something. You think we would by now, but that's okay though. It's like the more we get out there, the more we can put videos out, and the more they can connect with us. It's
exactly.
cool though. Like I said, just me being a golfer. I used to golf years ago, but I never got into it a lot because I had boys. You know, and with kids, you can't really get out a lot.
Mhm.
And now I'm to that age now where my kids are in college and I'm starting to go out more. And I noticed my game is improving. I still make some bonehead mistakes, but I enjoy going out there. And but I like connecting with new guys because it's good to see us struggle and we can like give each other tips. You know, we're not professionals, but and then if you can't give me something that works, I can always go pay a couple of extra dollars and get a professional to teach me. But
Mhm,
but
mhm.
the things I do, my mistake was I would go to a pro in the past, and then I would stop using the techniques they taught me, you know, and I got back into my bad habits. But now I'm starting to do the right habits. I don't do the, you know, trying to go over trees anymore or, you know, the stupid stuff when I was young that I would try to
The
do.
hero shots, yeah.
I just turned 56 and yeah, and it's weird that when you get older, you finally realize that you don't have to kill the ball. You know, it's funny,
Mhm.
but it's good with small channels where we can actually connect. Like, but I see, like I said, you're just buffering. But like I says, I'm still here. But so with you, what clubs do you have now? Have you custom fitted, or do you just have store bought clubs from a pro shop, or
No,
what are you
that's
irons?
okay. Yeah, you know, you're buffering a little bit, but I can understand and hear what you're saying just fine. So
Mhm.
it's okay. I think you're
Okay.
gonna make do with what we got here. It's perfect. Um, I
Yep.
yeah, and you know, you gotta kind of get out when you can. Having kids, I'm sure cuts into a bit of the golfing time, but you
Hmm.
know, it's this game is really nice that no matter kind of where you are in your journey, getting out there and being able to play, especially if you're playing with like a purpose or goal in mind, you can improve and kind of get better, regardless of
Hmm.
where you are. You know, if you're younger or older, I feel like if you go and make 100 putts a few days in a row, you're going to start being able to read the greens a bit better, stuff like that. Um,
Hmm.
as far as my current equipment, I've been meaning to do a kind of what's in the bag video. I do notice that you had one,
Okay.
and you know, it's very simple.
Hmm.
You kind of just go through all of your clubs there, and I like that
Hmm.
because it's, you know, it's just a way to show off, you know, our bags and kind of our clubs
Hmm.
are unique to every golfer. So it's nice to get
Yeah.
some insight into what people carry in their bags. Um,
Hmm.
I as my bag, for example, you know, my clubs were kind of given to me by
Hmm.
my ladies. One of my ladies' coworker was giving up the game, and he was like, you know what, you can get a better use out of these than me right now. So he graciously, you know, gave me his set of clubs. Um, now. I was
Hmm.
using my clubs that my dad had bought me from Big Five. It was like a nitro steel golf set that it was just like a very, you know, cavity back to kind of beginner friendly, a very forgiving set of irons, and I really liked them. Yeah, I've been swinging them since, you know, those are the clubs that I swung for years. So when I picked the game back up a few years ago, it kind of just they felt really nice. But
Hmm.
I must have grown a bit since then, somehow, because these clubs seem a bit shorter. I think they were standard length, and I'm a bit taller, so I really was trying to find taller
Hmm.
clubs, which I believe the ones I've got now are like a half inch, which is very nice. So they are like a graphite set of clubs. They're Cobras. They're with graphite shafts, which took a little bit of getting used to from the steel. Maybe that'd be a good kind of video idea, is like a comparison video between the two sets, because I still have that old steel set. But yeah, so it's been nice being able to game like a different set of clubs these past this past year since I've had them. And the driver I purchased from a small like mom and pop golf shop in town, kind of close by. So that's been kind of cool. Oh, and then I got this club here, this Explosion, this 3-wood.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got this Hammer X. I don't know if you recognize this club, but it was like an As Seen on TV club. Like 20, 30 years
hammer?
ago. Yeah.
That hammer guy?
Yeah. Well, fucking A. My dad had bought the set or something like that. Okay. He got conned into the set online or on the TV ad. So he got the set, and somehow years later I'm still rocking that 3-wood, and it I hit it pretty good. So I'm gonna keep it in the bag for now.
If it's working, don't get rid of it, man.
Right. I mean, how long have you had that same set of clubs? Have you always had those kind of clubs, or?
No, this was my first set. I was never fitted. I went out back then. I had some Tommy Armour 845s, the hybrid set. Then I went to a Golf Pro and I can't speak, in town, and I said, how much is it to get fitted? And he said it's about $2,000-$3,000. I said, oh shit. So I looked at some clubs, hit a few. I hit Cobras and this and that. And then I like the feels of I have Tour Edges, and that's the club that I like, so that's what I'm going to go with for now, because I invested some good money into that. I want like the 6-iron down, because I can't hit the 5-iron up. So, and I got a couple of hybrids to replace. I got like a 3-iron, 4-iron, 5 hybrid or something like that. So those work for me. And I have my putter's a Wilson putter, but when I get some coin, I'm going to get me a Scotty putter. I like the feel of that putter. Seriously.
Yeah,
this feels so good.
I've used a few in the golf shops, and they definitely do feel very nice. Yes, yeah. I'm still using the Ping Anser 2 that my dad gave me. And it works. It still has a nice little sound to it, but yes, it would be kind of nice to. To get a new set in general, it would be kind of nice. But yeah, they're very expensive to get the full fitting and. To really try to get the set that you're looking for. I mean, there's so many there's so many out there. So
I know what I'm gonna do right now. I live in Iowa, and we have snow, so golf's done. And I'm not a huge simulator person, because I went to the YMCA. I used the golf outing, the golf simulator for about an hour and a half, and I don't like hitting on mats, so that sucks for me. And then the putting sucks too, because when I did the simulator, it said I shot a 64, and I did like 6 putts on a lot of holes. I'm like, no, this isn't accurate. I don't like putting, so I'm done with simulators. I'm on the Wii a lot now. I'll go back to the Nintendo Wii. I'll grab my other clubs and just get the feel of the club in my hand again.
Yeah, putting at home on a carpet into a cup somehow feels better than $1,000 mat in a exactly.
Exactly. Yes,
I mean, they haven't perfected it. I've used a simulator a few times, and it is a cool experience. I could see in the snow how it could be useful, but here in California, I'm a bit spoiled. So if you're itching to get out, usually you can find a place to go golf here regardless of the weather, which is very convenient.
So what's your temperature right now there in Cali?
58, 57. So it's between 50 and 60 degrees these past few days. It's been pretty cold this past week or so.
Yeah.
Cold for us, I guess.
No, I understand. Yeah, we can usually golf in like the 40s, if there's no snow. But then, yeah, it's like other than that, it's miserable. But okay, so I got to ask you, what made you start doing YouTube videos? It's like you're not a pro, you know. What made you want to get out there to show people your flaws and your strengths?
Oh man, it's to entertain mostly.
Hmm.
Is to try to find like a niche where I can be entertaining.
Yeah.
Uh, I've kind of made content in various different avenues through
Hmm.
like video games and live streaming in different capacities.
Yeah.
Golf is just like a hobby that I already kind of enjoyed,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say like turning it into content kind of just made sense, but
Hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
but I enjoy golf, and I enjoy being on camera and kind of explaining that process, and
Yeah.
trying to entertain. So it's yeah, it's definitely been like a learning curve, having to record myself, edit these videos. uh, I'm still currently thinking of different ideas, ways to collaborate with other
Yeah.
creators.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's such a crazy space on YouTube, like the
Mhm.
amateur golf scene. And I don't know how much do you watch a lot of YouTube golf in whatever free time that you have, or is this mostly like something that you kind of just do with the free time that you have in.
Oh, like right now in the winter, I don't like watching golf because I get depressed because I can't go outside. But,
Okay, fair enough.
but I watch Golf Sidekick and a few other people, and I just watch them and see what their tips are, but I try to connect with like a lot of the amateur golfers like you and I too. There's another guy, his name's Mr. Short Hitter. I watch him, and there's a
Hmm.
few other
Hmm.
guys, but like the pros, you got like 16 different pros telling you different things, and it's like you just got to find one that you can go with. It's good to pick and choose what they offer, but if you don't really actually go to one professional yourself, you're not going to be a good golfer. That's just me.
Yeah,
But I
you
know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, sorry, you'd mentioned that previously. Have you gone to like a pro golfer and had a lesson?
Yep, I did years back when my kids were young, and then, like I said, I went back into my bad habits. But there's another guy that I connected with. He's a golf pro at this golf course I'm a member at. I was a member last year, and he gave me a few tips. We were going to go out for a few times, and he was teaching me how to chip and stuff, and that's what I was weak on. And I noticed my chipping's a lot better, but my biggest flaw right now is being consistent with my swing. My hands, I
Hmm.
fight with my grip, but I think this year I'm going to have more. I don't know if your hands are turning this way, if that's considered your strong grip, but I think I can get more better contact if I turn my wrist a little bit more instead of my thumb up and down the shaft. You know what I mean? Instead of a neutral. I think I'm gonna try a
Hmm.
stronger grip and I'll be more consistent.
Yeah, I am battling a slice constantly. I feel like,
Hmm.
and I'm not too sure what it is. I would
Yeah,
love to see a professional,
yeah.
judge my swing and give me
Hmm.
some kind of pointers here. Like it's crazy that you can kind of know the flaws. I know I have a out to in swing. I
Hmm.
know what motion I feel like I'm moving my hips too fast.
Hmm.
I can name 10 different things I think the problem is, but it really
Hmm.
is a professional who's going to look at my swing and say,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
well, this is actually what you probably should work on and ignore these
Hmm.
other things.
Hmm.
I don't know about yourself, but I'm in my head constantly when I'm out there. And
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
mental game is a big part of it. And sometimes you can overthink and so much about your swing, and sometimes taking a deep breath and just focusing on one or two thoughts is better than 5 or 6. So it would be nice to have that professional kind of eye view your golf game. So okay.
Yeah. But like I said, it never hurts. Like I said, definitely to get like a lesson or two from a professional and have him or her tweak you, and then you just, like you said, just supply 1 or 2 thoughts and just swing, let the club do the work.
Yeah, I ask because it's like watching YouTube golf, there's so much out there available to watch. It's very it's very or like saturated or there's just a lot. And I feel like there's like this constant battle of people trying to put out more and more stuff. So it is kind of nice that there's plenty of people who still go through the smaller channels, the more amateur channels, and watch. There's still plenty of people that watch smaller channels content and for advice and tips and watch gear videos. There's always room for people to do reviews on their own gear and their own game, things along that nature, and people will find insight into that.
That's right.
And the industry does change as well. As more people come to this kind of area, more people will leave too, and the same content won't necessarily work. So like you said, it kind of is just about putting out videos and just slowly kind of building up your following as you go.
Yeah. And you record yourself, don't you? You don't have like your girlfriend or your wife. She doesn't like follow you around and film you. How does it work? I do it by myself.
Yeah, I wish. I've been trying to con somebody I know to come out there and do it, but on top of, I'm not. I don't have a lot of expendable income to go out and golf, so I feel like getting the rounds in and recording them when I can is already kind of finite, and having to pay for an additional person to come out there to record, and I don't want to have them come do it for free either. And I don't want to have my lady rain or shine out there doing it either. She's not going to get so right now I just record it myself, and that's I don't know if you have too big of a problem setting up the camera or anything like that. It's not really an issue. It's more so when it comes time to the editing. If I could have anybody do anything, it would be edit the videos, make the shot tracers, recording it, hitting record is nothing compared to sitting and actually doing the editing.
Yeah.
Do you
So do you have a phone or do you use a camera when you record your videos?
I use a GoPro to record the videos. I
Hold on, you're buffering. Hold on for a second. I'll catch what you said in a second. Okay.
Yeah, I got the GoPro, and I use a small little like lapel microphone as well, and I feel like this works really good just for capturing my just my talking audio that this microphone audio gets recorded through your phone, and then later on you kind of sync up that that phone recording audio with the GoPro video and line everything up kind of in the process in the back end, and I mean, there's got to be a better way, but as of now, that's what I'm doing.
No, I just use my phone, and I just have I just got this the shot tracer app. So I'm trying to do that, like you said. But the first time when I record it, I'd have a tripod and I try to. If I don't have a golf cart, I'm kind of screwed, you know, because you kind of have a golf cart, especially if you're on a kind of a busy course. But anyway, I'll have the phone on the tripod, and then I have to keep putting my password in. But it took me a couple of days later to realize just keep it unlocked, so I can just swipe up and hit record.
Yeah.
But the thing that I like about just recording myself, I see my flaws, and I like to see that, because on my putting, I would like putt, then I would like turn my wrist a little bit and would pull to the right, or go to the right. But since I'd started watching myself, I tweaked it and I straightened it out, you know. So hopefully my putting will be a lot better this season. But what made you? I mean, were you like embarrassed when you first recorded yourself, or how did you feel starting out with your first video?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to kind of see the progression of my swing over the course of the channel. Yeah. So and yeah, I'll hopefully if I have any, well, hopefully when I acknowledge some of these bad habits that I have, I can kind of point them out in my older videos and be like, look at how far I've come a year or two down the line, hopefully. You know, no, I don't really get embarrassed recording myself, like just recording myself. What's embarrassing is the three putting and recording myself, or the slicing it and having and they're like, and having them look at you like, okay, you're gonna post that, right? Like which you know, just which you know, I am, and it is what it is. It's you know, it's kind of just a new and different experience. I would recommend people try it if they are casual golfers. If you're a casual bowler, record yourself bowling or whatever. You know, not everybody's going to want to record themselves golfing. Obviously, you know, we're doing it because we enjoy doing it. So I hope that anybody out there, as long as you're not disrupting their pace of play, you know, can respect you in your goals, you know, in doing whatever you're doing. More often than not, if somebody does, you know, walk up to me, or I catch up to somebody and they ask me, hey, do you want to play, you know, do you want to play with us or play through? I just say, hey, I'm recording. Like, do you mind? And they usually don't mind, or they ask me why I'm recording or what is it for and stuff like that. And I explain it to them. And then they're usually like, I don't care, hit your shot. And then, you know, so that's cool, man. So it's people are genuinely pretty receptive to it. And I don't mind it too much. I just, and more so, don't want to leave the camera on a green somewhere or in a fairway somewhere and just kind of, that's where it's.
I definitely hear you on that one. So a lot of my subscribers came from I'd be at the golf course with the tripod, and like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm shooting a YouTube video. You know, I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, what's your channel? I'm like, oh, AJ in the rough. You know, that's how I got my subscribers. But they see all my faults and hacks, and like you said, over the years, if we keep at it, we will be better, and that's definitely cool to see. Like, where we started out and where we're at now, you know, in the future.
Yeah, it'll just be very nice to kind of catalog it too. It's a journey kind of for all of us, and creating challenging ways to get us to improve and recording it. That's what a lot of the bigger channels do with their series, and you know, anybody's capable of doing it as well and making it entertaining. It's just about kind of getting out there and doing it. So
another guy, two other channels I like to watch. Grant Horvick, is that his name?
Oh yeah, he's absolutely
a good golfer. And the Divot Dudes, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to watch them too.
No, you know, these Grant Horvat. I don't know if you watched the Bryan brothers, but they
No,
really
I heard of them. Go ahead.
yeah, the Bryan Bros like absolutely kill it. I really like
Okay.
watching them. I mean, it is like a really good quality, like good golf. It's not necessarily
Yeah.
amateur golf,
Yeah.
but
No, I hear you.
as far as like watching, like they make it entertaining. There's the Pointer brothers,
Mhm.
who are like this kind of smaller group of guys that are almost like the Bob Does Sports gang, but a little bit smaller.
Okay.
But they just did like a hummus challenge. They ate like 9 tubs of hummus on the golf course over 9 holes, and it was ridiculous. But yeah, like and you brought up Golf Sidekick too. Like I know he's really popular, but he's super
Mhm.
super entertaining, and he does make
Mhm.
he does make it educational as well, and make you want to get out and
Yeah.
try new things. And
Yeah.
yeah, the helping the tips and tricks side of YouTube golf is crazy. How
Mhm.
influential it can be. Like it's sometimes you want the help, and sometimes you don't want the help, and it's
Yeah.
you get exposed to new swing ideas. I try to not watch so many like tips videos, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like I said, I slice off the tee, and
Mhm.
I'll go down a rabbit hole of watching 1,000 slice fix videos,
Yeah.
and then I'll come away with 2,000 thoughts next time I step up to the tee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do watch. I think you brought up like the Mr. Short Hitter, or
Mhm.
he's a real good one too. There's the Scratch Plan is another like smaller YouTuber who does similar to Golf Sidekick, does like golf tips and stuff like that on how to break 90, course management.
Mhm.
I like watching those videos too.
That's awesome.
And he has a lot of like tutorials and like shot tracer and editing tutorials and stuff that really helped me out
That's cool.
when I was first learning how to edit videos and stuff like that. So it's really nice how how this community kind of just really wants to self-perpetuate its own ecosystem. Each channel kind of wants each other to grow. Yeah, it's interesting to see how much collaboration there is. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be there's that collaboration
There's
at
another guy
all
that's
levels.
good around
Yeah.
California.
Go
There's
ahead.
another
Sorry.
guy that's good in California. It's in this Tropicana Golf or something. Jimmy's
Mm-hmm.
his name.
Jimmy
He's a
Tropicana.
good golfer
Yeah.
too. He'll give you
Oh,
tips on how to play golf, and he's like, just get it and play. He doesn't. Yeah, Jimmy Tropicana. That's his name. Yeah, he's good. He gives me good pointers. So I like to listen to him and watch his half swings. It goes far, and that's how it is. It's like, yeah, you don't have to swing 100% to get it to go straight and far.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and he in his outfits, he's always like he's always got some super like stylistic going on. No, I love his channel. He's got a really good one. Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like there's so many different personalities out there. It's nice to see everybody kind of in their own lane. So yeah.
Yeah. There's enough golf for everybody. Like I said, it's not.
Certainly, yes.
I mean, yeah, it's competitive, but I mean, not like competitive like we want all the views, but they built their subscribers from how long they've been on and their personalities and their tips. So who knows? You know, when we get better, maybe we'll start growing more and more.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes time. It just takes time and repetition.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, we won't probably see grass until like probably around the end of April or May. That's what sucks.
Oh my
so
goodness.
I just got to keep trying to figure out something. Yeah, it sucks. It's a long season, man. It sucks. Yep, we're screwed in the highway. Like I said, if you're not on a golf simulator, you're gonna be screwed because there's no other way to hit golf balls.
Well, the simulators, they are getting a little bit better.
Yeah. I might have to try it again, but I was by myself, and when you're by yourself, you wear yourself out. You don't have time to really rest and stuff. So maybe next time I might have a couple other guys just come and we can just do a 3 or 4-some and just do it that way. So I don't have to rush. I can enjoy it more. But like I said, the putting sucked. I didn't like the putting.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you just can't take the round super seriously as far as the putting goes. It's nice to maybe see some of the courses that they have available and stuff like that, and it's kind of cool to play them virtually. But that's as soon as you get on the greens, it's kind of rough. But yeah, I've never had one of those rounds where you sit around a simulator and play a course. So, but I imagine it's good fun. So I should probably do that. I know there's a couple of golf simulators, and there's I know you
so
can
run
them for about
time, or how does it work with you when you?
One more time.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you golf, are you by yourself most of the time, or do you have your buddies with you, or how does that work?
Yeah, most of the time I am solo when I'm golfing. Yeah, or paired up with another group. Which I enjoy meeting new people when I'm golfing, and especially when you golf in the same community over and over again. You tend to run into the same people at different golf courses, which is nice.
So what's your go-to golf ball? What do you like to use?
Oh man, I haven't really pledged any allegiances to any particular golf ball.
Yeah.
I feel like they change so often that my favorite golf ball is the one that goes where I wanted it to in that particular shot. So whether that be a TPX 5 or a Pro V1 or a Nitro, I think subconsciously there's something to the 3-stripe Callaway for some reason. I feel like I putt that ball very nice. It feels good off off the driver. There's something about that 3-stripe, and so maybe I'll invest in a couple boxes of those and see if my scores kind of do improve. My goal kind of for next year is to establish my handicap, because I technically haven't played enough rounds, I think, in my head sequentially to justify a handicap. So I think this year I would kind of like to go through and get that figured out with what exactly where I'm at, and kind of set a goal to maybe cut it by a few strokes by the end of the year. And that'll play a role. So we'll see.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, what's your short game? What do you think you're at?
My short game. You mean not putting? Not putting.
Yeah, like 100 yards in.
Yeah. So that might be my strongest part of my game. Okay. So out of 10, I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10.
That's cool.
Okay. Awesome. If you're talking putting, I might even go a step down to a 5 out of 10, and then off the tee, I'm probably 6. Because I would say about 6 out of 10 times I'm in the fairway, so that's where I'd put myself.
Okay. I'm sorry. So when you slice, is it because of your driver, or is that any club off the tee?
It's my driver.
Okay.
I typically do not slice the ball or like that banana hook
Yeah.
with my 3 or my 5 hybrid. It's just the
Okay.
driver that does that
Okay.
slice. And
Yeah.
yeah, I wish I could get a professional's opinion on why of course that is, and what my best course of action there is. Maybe that'll be part of on the docket for next year as well. Is
Yeah.
if getting a professional swing assessment there.
No, that's cool, man. I definitely wish you the best because I know once you get that driver figured out, you're going to be killing it, man.
Out of 10, dude, where do you see you are as like your approach game versus putting versus driver?
My driving, I'm trying to get my new driver figured out, but my older driver, I have a TaylorMade R7, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably I'd give it like probably a 5.5 off the tee. Um, Short game, 100 in. Now I'm getting used to it. I'd probably say a solid 6.
Mm-hmm.
And putting, if it's like a 20, 25 footer, I'd probably give myself probably, I'm gonna say probably 5.5 because sometimes I 3 putt, but I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't do that. Like you said, it should be a 2 putt, and that's the thing too. So yeah, I'm not straight 7 yet, so I'll still got a ways to learn, ways to go
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
don't, I
So
don't. Yeah, there's a certain comfortability with those approach shots. There's not that same
hmm
danger with off the tee, maybe ripping it into like a lake or neighborhood or anything like that,
yeah,
like you are with your driver. Or when you're putting, sometimes you can putt it off of a hill or you put it away.
yeah,
Yeah, I think in like mentally approach shots just feel safer to me.
yeah,
Um, but also, as I've improved, the problems that you once have, you don't have anymore. Now you have new problems, and you've created new things for you to think about. um like when you, like, for example, like when you're really amateur and you're just worried about making contact with the ball, or trying to hit like those longer irons. As you get better, now I'm worried about where the ball is going and aiming it onto the greens, trying to, for a short chip shot, trying to read the lies of the green, where the ball's going to
hmm
roll. You start to create new problems for yourself. And I mean, they're really just new solutions to figure out, hopefully new learning experiences for yourself. But yeah, the game constantly gets, I feel like, more and more interesting. So
hmm
yeah.
yeah. No, that's definitely cool, man. Like I said, it's awesome. Like I said, just to reach out with you probably about a month ago, and then we connected. Like I
Hmm.
said, I really
Hmm.
appreciate you taking time out of your life. Like I said, just to connect with each other, and who knows, maybe one day I can come to Cali and do a couple of rounds with you. I want to do that with a lot
Absolutely.
of people on YouTube, man.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Yes, absolutely. I know a few good courses here, that I'd show you, and it'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, and to do this again, like a year from now, would be awesome. And to talk about
Yeah.
how, where we're kind of at with our channels and our, our
Yeah.
ideas. Hopefully I have a damn handicap
Yeah.
by then, and some new clubs, hopefully,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Mhm. So where are you at on average then? Like at your course, the one you go to a lot, what are you like in the low 90s, 80s? What do you usually
Yeah.
shoot?
Well, I'm pretty close by to just like a 9-hole course that I play fairly often. There's an 18
Yeah.
that I play as well. At the 9-hole course, since it's pretty short, I do shoot
Mhm.
in like the lower 40s. Uh,
Okay.
uh, but
hmm
for the 18, the slightly longer courses that introduce
Yeah.
a bit more par fives,
Yeah.
harder greens
hmm
around here, I shoot in like the mid 80s,
Oh, that's nice.
low,
Seriously.
low yeah. So I would like to really to. There's so many courses that I've yet to play.
Yeah.
It's so much fun just going out there and playing new courses. So hopefully I can kind of stretch my legs a bit around my area and play a lot more of the courses that I haven't, you know. Yeah, and it'll just be interesting to see kind of what that does to my game, because I know you get a certain like familiarity with the courses the more you play them.
Yeah.
Typically, like I imagine you get a new one. Like when I go visit, I have some family in Arizona, and when I go visit them, playing new courses out there is always like a really fun challenge experience. So
Yeah. Yep, I hear it. I was gonna ask another question. I forgot because I was listening to you like hard in because you were just breaking it down to me.
no, that's
Let's
fine.
see. Oh, how often do you record your videos? Like, how often you upload a video about once a month or something?
Yeah, I would love to do it like once a
Mm.
week. It's just hard to get out
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah.
I think like once a month
Okay.
makes more sense, and then trying
Yeah.
to do some like shorts kind of in between. I'm really still trying to find that balance of
Yeah.
getting to play golf
Mm.
and find the time to edit them how I would like
Okay.
to, and have free time to take I don't have too much of a family yet, but I got a dog
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and a lady that
Yeah.
so juggling everything is finding the balance is important. It's important to
That's
not
right.
dive as much as I would love to just dive headfirst into any one thing. It's
Yeah.
just yeah,
No,
it's
that's
good
definitely
to
cool. But,
moderation.
yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna try to do one like once the season starts again. I'll probably try to do hopefully every two a month. That's my goal. But I
Hmm.
got a couple ideas right now for a couple of topics I'm going to talk about right now in the winter. Probably talk about like some golf etiquette and just stuff like that. A couple videos to upload, but I can't really show people like my hacks. But yeah, I can talk to them. So that's what I'm probably going to do within the next couple of days or something. Do a video like that.
Yeah, and I would love to get into a spot where I'm like consistent. Like
Hmm.
there's a guy, Golf Perfection, who's another golf YouTuber that I watch,
Hmm.
that is like clockwork. Every Monday he's got his YouTube
Hmm.
video out,
Oh
and
wow.
it's of like a very just consistent quality, and that's kind of where I would
Yeah.
like to be. Is that I would like to
Yeah.
do this enough times to where the editing process isn't so it doesn't it doesn't feel as difficult as it is
Yeah.
now, like and the recording process too still feels new. Like sometimes, like on my last video, as I'm editing it, I noticed that I didn't record a shot, and that
Mm.
and when you're recording 9 holes,
Yeah.
you want to get all the shots. There's only
Yeah.
there's only so many. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like
Yeah. But
so hopefully in that aspect I improve as well.
yeah, it happens, but that's just how life works. Like a lot of people say, I thought I got the shot and they didn't record it. And it
Hmm.
happens. So it happens to all of us. So don't
Hmm.
beat yourself up, man, but yeah, I just wanted to like to say, I really appreciate you once again, taking the time out. You have any other questions you want to ask or
um no, no, I mean, thank you,
yeah,
no, very much for
yeah.
inviting me on and being able to chat. I mean, yeah, I thought of a couple different things over the course of me, talking and you talking, but
Mhm.
I mean, there's a million different things we could discuss, like
Exactly.
really. Um,
Exactly.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, let me know, if you want to do these, like, or another one in 6 months or something, or if you
Yeah.
have ideas,
Yeah.
depending on how our videos kind of go.
Yeah. No, that's
Like,
cool.
yeah, I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to become a little bit more consistent in like
Yeah.
my quality of video, the upload schedule.
Hmm.
So yeah, hopefully that's something else we can talk about, a few months from now.
Well, that's cool, man. Like I said, thanks again, and we're gonna connect again. So, once the season starts for me, I'll be having more videos, and once yours pops up, I should get the notification that you're doing another video. So I'm looking forward to you growing your channel and your golf game, becoming stronger, man. So, wish you a
Thank you, AJ. I appreciate that.
Yeah, wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of see where we both are. Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk again real soon.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks again, bud.
Yeah, cheers, brother. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.